Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ScrapMan, bringing you another episode of Trailmakers, and today we're going to be trying to create a glider that gets detached and basically dropped from a plane. So using the detachable block, what I'm going to try to do is basically build a glider that is completely unpowered, no thrust, no nothing, that is just going to be able to soar through the air. Now, the thing about gliders, though, is you need a way to gain altitude in the first place. One way is just being on top of a cliff like this. So that's why we're up here, is because in testing the glider, I'm going to try to, like, drop it off of here just to see if we get a glider that works. But I just think it'd be really nice to get flown up into the air and then just detach ourselves from any source of thrust, power, or anything, and just have a nice peaceful glide back down to the ground, and most importantly, land without dying. So this is going to happen in two parts. The first part is we need to actually build the glider. So I'm going to try to build the smallest possible thing I can think of that is still going to be able to catch enough air to land softly. That has no power to it whatsoever, no thrusters or propellers. And then once we figure that out, then we have to build the plane around it that is actually going to fly and take off. So let's start with the glider. It hopefully shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, the fewer parts we need, then usually the quicker it goes. Now, the thing about the glider is it has to be lightweight as possible. So we're going to be using, obviously, the go-kart seat. And aerodynamics are also going to be kind of important. So I think for at least the front of it, we're going to use... Ooh, there's a big difference in these two as far as weight goes. So I'm going to use the small cone for this one because I think... like, realistically, it's still dispersing the air. I don't know if the aerodynamic effect of each of these is vastly different, but I'm going to focus on weight for now. So now for wings, this is where things are going to get a little bit more interesting. Now, I'm kind of curious on the difference between the simple tail fin for our primary wings, or do we want to go even smaller and see if these are going to do it? I feel like these are not going to give enough to lift as wings. Like, yeah, that seems kind of ridiculous, right? Doesn't that seem ridiculous? It seems ridiculous to me. All right, and then for like a tail fin, these are 1.2 kilograms each. This is 9.2 kilograms each. I feel like just having two of these as a tail would honestly be a little bit more effective. So we're just gonna have this super tight and compact, and we're gonna use the flat connector, there we are, to attach these. So we're pretty much making this thing as small and lightweight as possible. 0.1 kilograms for those. That is excellent. So now I don't know about this because this only has one set of horizontal wings. It doesn't have like a set on the tail. Like, I could move these a little bit forward and then potentially duplicate them and put like some in the back like this. I don't know if that's good or bad, but you know what? How do we even test this thing out? Look how small this thing is. I'm going to try my best to just put this thing on the edge over here, and then I'm going to try to use my tilting controls to kind of push myself off the edge. But first, I need to kind of balance like right like that. Yep. And then, oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, does it glide? I honestly feel like I'm falling more than... Here, let's go down and then turn this way. Yeah, see, I'm not gliding at all. I'm just like falling a little bit slower. Yeah, that is not a glider. So let's go on and head back up, and we're going to try this again with the bigger wings in the front. All right, so I made some adjustments a little bit. I moved the tail fin up slightly so that way we could have our horizontal stabilizers in line with our wings in the front here. So let's see how this works. All right, put it right there and get in. There we go. Okay, and now, actually... this is amazing. Like, I'm not touching the controls right now. This is actually just... without the thruster weight, this is flying great. Look at this. It's so peaceful. The landing is going to be the telling point on whether or not this is really viable, though. Can we land softly? I'm thinking we can do this. Look at this. Not a sound. Not a sound. Was that satisfying or what? That was probably the most satisfying thing I could have hoped for. All right, so the easy part has been accomplished. I'm gonna save this. That was so satisfying. I kind of want to do that again before we get into the plane building. You know what? I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna drop myself off right over here. I really hope I can find some like suitable background music for this. Oh no! Oh, there we go. Oh, all's good. All is good. We are perfectly fine. You think we can do some peaceful tricks here, like a... Oh, that is not exactly what I was thinking, but that kind of worked. What about a loop? Perfectly fine. And you know what? I'm going to try to control myself to land on this dock here without going into the water. Here we go. Here we go. And... a little bit of a noise on that one. Just a little bit of a noise, but still nice, peaceful, nice and quiet. All right, so now we're going to go over to the aircraft carrier because we need a runway, and the aircraft carrier happens to have a runway. So we have our glider. Now we need this thing to be able to detach gracefully from a bigger flying plane. This is going to be where things get a little bit more difficult and a little bit more interesting. One of the bigger difficulties is just how the detachable block attaches to things. Because it's like, actually, that's not bad. If we change these out for the ones that are half as big, that gives us an attachment point right in the middle. There we go, just like that. The only issue with this is that these wings stick out from the detachable block. So whatever we detach from right here is then also still going to be sticking out here. So there's a possibility that we could accidentally hit it with these wings. Unless the detachable block extended like that. But then the issue with that is we would need something here for the block to sit on. And you know what? We have something like that. I just hope this doesn't affect our aerodynamics that much. So if this gets turned sideways, the detachable block can sit right on top of that. And just to make things symmetrical, we'll do a little bit of that. And that actually doesn't look too bad for the plane itself. All right, so I think we have our detaching points. So now we need to kind of build a plane around this. And I think the best way to probably do this is to have this kind of sit in the back so that there's going to be an opening in the back so that once we detach, we're going to kind of fall off the back of it. Because whatever we're flying might continue to go ahead of us once we detach, and we don't want it to run into us from behind if there's anything behind us. So we need to keep the back area open. So basically, this is going to be the tail fin of the larger plane. Although we could probably put some bigger tail fins on the larger plane on the sides as well. I think we can do this. All right, well, let's get building and hope for the best. ladies and gentlemen, welcome to prototype number 1, completely untested. I don't even know if I have my controls right. So this has 2 seats, just in case you want to have a 2-player thing where one person's in charge of flying the actual craft and the other person is in charge of the glider. So I think for now, let's just hop into the main seat here, because this doesn't have any, oh boy, I forgot to add engines to this thing actually. Hold on, we need to put a little engine somewhere. Where can we put this engine? I'm just gonna give it a tiny engine just to, so it can taxi its way across the runway. All right, we're just gonna fill in the empty space and hopefully that's enough engine power to taxi this thing. I guess we'll find out. Hey, totally works. All right, so this thing gets taxied and oh, those tail flaps are not doing the right thing at all. Let's get ready for hopefully our first test flight, and we'll see if this thing flies on its own. I have no idea what the center of mass versus the lift is. I have no idea if we even have enough thrust. I don't know what to expect, but here it goes in 3, 2, 1, blast off. Okay. I haven't pressed anything yet other than space. Okay, so it seems with the speed that we're going, at least, it really wants to pitch up, which is okay. Can we bank, though? Oh, yeah, banking is no problem. I think we might have too much thrust. You know what? No, we don't have too much thrust. We're never going to make something go slower when it's perfectly fine at the current speed. Okay, so based on the amount of lift I'm getting, especially in the front, I think maybe I can even shorten my wings a little bit by 1. So let's give that a try and see if it feels better. All right, here we are. I made my wings just a little bit shorter, and I am hoping that this is going to make us go a little bit straighter of a trajectory as we go through the air. All right. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, no, our tail fins got reset. Now I can't pitch anymore. But we are kind of going straight. What is that squeaking noise? It's like it's screaming. What's wrong? What's wrong, little plane? All right, let's just do a quick takeoff here, see if this works. There we go, that works. All right, so now I'm gonna try to straighten out here, and it just wants to tilt me up every single time, which I guess is okay. And then when we stop, all right, I mean, this thing doesn't really glide quite as well. This is feeling okay, though. Yeah, it's just the amount of speed. The more speed we get, the more lift we get. So then those wings in the front just generate more and more lift. But as far as controllability goes, I mean, it feels pretty good to me. Oh, other than the fact that we just drowned ourselves. All right, so now we need to test out, can we release the glider? Now, the first test I want to do, I actually want to release the glider without being in the glider, just to see what it's like, to see if the glider, without any input from a user, will fall away from the craft. So let's see, we're gonna go up into the air and then we're gonna release the glider by itself just to see, does it release? Because I actually am not sure if I built this in a way that the glider itself is completely gonna detach, because I tried to make sure that nothing was attached, but we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to, whoa boy, I'm going to release the glider in 3, 2, stay stable, 3, 2, 1, release. I don't think it's attached anymore. It's just, maybe we surrounded it a little bit too. Yeah, it is not attached anymore. It's just stuck. Oh no. What do we do? I think we may need to open up the glider space a little bit more. Yeah, we're just holding on to it for some reason. Oh wait, I think I see a way to do it. All right, so I made a slight modification. I haven't actually did the adjustment that I wanted to do, but I made my tail a little bit bigger. So now check it out. When I don't press anything, check out how much straighter we fly. Here, we'll straighten out here a little bit. And check that out. No more nosing up because we added a little bit more lift to the back of our plane here. All right, this is working out pretty good. We definitely are not the most agile plane, but that's okay. Just out of curiosity, let's go ahead and launch our glider. And yeah, our glider did not fall away. So we're gonna make those adjustments that I was gonna make in the first place. So what I think is happening under here is these wings are just barely touching the edges here, and it's just kind of pinching the plane in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to delete that. Oh, this is not gonna work. This is gonna get rid of our detachment points. This is tough. This is really tough. What I was gonna do was just delete these, duplicate this in here, and flip it around like this. And then now you can see the wing has the open space there. But the problem with this is our attachment point was right there, and now it is no longer right there. Oh, no. There's a much easier way to do this. If I just double up the detachment block, then they both just disappear. Problem solved. Now the plane's even better than it was before. We no longer have that ugly block there, and we're attached back to our thing. Okay, I think this might work now. All right, let's go ahead and save that. We're gonna do our first test run once again from the cockpit seat and see if the glider will just detach without any input from the from the glider pilot. All right, there we go. And we are going to level off a little bit here. And we are going to release the glider. Release the glider in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, our thrusters are gone. Our thruster sound is gone. What's happening here? Is the glider attached somewhere? Like, now the glider actually doesn't even seem to be loose. What? I guess we may have covered up the glider too much. All right, this is trickier than I expected it to be. So now I'm just going to go ahead and delete these. And we're going to see if that does it. Because now I can't imagine anything being held or in contact with anything else. These corners touching is the only point I can see that is going to like remain in contact. All right, well, let's see what happens with this version. All right, we have leveled off and we're going to release the glider in 3, 2, 1, release. Oh, no way. No way, look at it. It's like going perfectly too. Look at it go. What? It is so good. That glider is so good. Holy cow, look at it go. That did way better than I thought it was going to do without a pilot in there. I don't know why, but I thought it was gonna kind of like maybe nosedive or something without any input from a pilot, but that, glided? I was gonna say glowed. That glowed perfectly. No, that glided down just at a perfect trajectory. All right, let's go ahead and land the launcher plane here, if we can, first time. Nailed it. All right, that was amazing. Like, that kind of blew my mind how peaceful that was. So now the only thing is that I think from the glider seat is that when we release the glider from here, it's also going to stop the thrusters. I would like it if the plane just kind of kept going on its own with the thrusters active, but I don't think it's gonna work that way. All right, so now we're gonna try it with the glider being piloted by us. And the cool thing is we can still pilot the entire plane from the glider seat. But then when we release, we're gonna be in control of the glider too, and not the plane anymore. All right, here we go. We're gonna release the glider in 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, see, that's the problem. That's the problem, is if the thrusters don't keep going, we kind of maintain the same speed as the thing there, as the plane. Yeah, we'll set these to toggle. All right, whoa. There we go. So hopefully with these set to toggle, when we release the glider, they'll still be on since they're on toggle. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Release the glider. Yes. Yes. Why do we still hear it? It should be going away. I guess it's attached to the seat that you're in. The sound is kind of attached to the seat here. All right. You know what? This defeats the whole purpose. If I can hear the thrusters the whole time, then I don't get that peaceful glide back down. You know what? I have it. I have the solution. And then if it doesn't work, I have another plan on how to get the thruster sound away from our... Oh, no, I'm in the wrong seat. Do you think I can hop out really quick and hop in that one? I don't think this is going to work. We're going to try, though. All right, hop out, hop in. That totally worked. We just switched seats mid-air. Okay. All right, here we go. Please work. All right, 3, 2, 1. Release. We don't have the sound anymore. It just worked that time. The logic didn't even work the way it was supposed to, but we're silent now. It's working. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it to land though. I'm gonna try. It's so peaceful, so serene. We're like just barely gonna make it. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Oh, so peaceful. So peaceful. Okay, so now that it worked that time, I don't know what to expect for future ones, but let's give it a try and actually try to like aim for something. We're gonna give ourselves an end goal for this glider. All right, I got it. I think I'm gonna try to land my glider right into the default spawn area. So that orange circle right there. So we're gonna go up high. We're gonna release ourselves, and we're gonna see if we can. Control our glider nice and peacefully. I really hope the sound doesn't follow us. Nice and peacefully, right down to the ground there. Oh, you know what? We're missing one thing too. Let's actually like add some paint to this. All right, there we go. Not the best paint job, but it's better than just the stock colors. So let's just do a quick test. On, we turn it off, we release ourselves, and then it goes back on, and we have no sound. It works. All right, and then I just want to do a quick second test. So thrusters are on, we turn them off, we release, and good, we have no sound. So I think we're going to get what we wanted, our peaceful journey from the sky to the ground, landing in a targeted area, the ultimate test of glider peacefulness and effectiveness. Now let's hurry up and reset before we fall. All right, are you ready to witness this journey from start to finish? We're going to line ourselves up on the runway. We're going to begin our takeoff. Oh, I'm in the wrong seat. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. It's gone. Oh, it's still going. I thought it was done there. No, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. Okay, it's done. And we're entering takeoff mode. We can do this. Come on. Come on, and lift off. Woo! All right, I think this should be the one. This should be the one. We're just gonna gain altitude as best we can and release ourselves and glide peacefully with no sound other than the environment and the wind blowing by our ears and into our face and making our eyes probably water because we're not even wearing our safety goggles. We just have them on our head. All right, but ignoring all that, we will have our peaceful journey. Here we go. We're gonna flatten out, and in 3, 2, 1, turn thrusters off, release. Yes. Yes, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Now we can relax. We can go first person. It's beautiful. Yes. Look at this. We have so much time. So much time to just enjoy the view. I think. I don't know. I'm going to go back into orbit camera. Where's orbit camera? There it is. Orbit camera. Peaceful. Still peaceful. Everything is still perfectly peaceful. We're not panicking about anything. We're just enjoying the view, enjoying the serenity, and enjoying the fact that we're making it closer and closer to our goal, which we're going to land softly and peacefully at in a matter of seconds. All right, here it goes. This is where control comes into play. Still not panicking, though. Still not panicking. And it was okay. It was okay. I was hoping for a little bit of a better landing than that, but we're in one piece, and we had our peaceful journey, and I'm happy with that. So I hope everyone is now feeling at peace in themselves after watching this video. If you're tired of feeling this peaceful, then definitely make sure that you go ahead and check out this video right here. This one was not nearly as peaceful. And I hope that maybe this peace that you're feeling might also compel you to hit that subscribe button and maybe even that like button. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.